Hey, Vikings faithful. Skull Nation, rise up. It's your guy here, bringing you the hottest Minnesota Vikings news straight from the heart of Purple Territory. Today, we're diving into something massive. The Vikings are pushing to host not one, but two teams for joint practices at TCO Performance Center this August, and it's got me buzzing like it's 4th and goal at the 1-yard line. We're talking the New England Patriots and the Los Angeles Rams. Two heavy hitters that could turn our summer into a purple showdown for the ages. Here's the teaser that's got my blood pumping. If the NFL gives the green light, we're about to see Kevin O'Connell and our boys go toe-to-toe with some serious talent right here in Eagan. Imagine it, pads crashing, starters grinding, and the TCO turf heating up with action that's way more intense than any preseason snooze fest. So what's the deal? Why does this matter to us die-hard Vikings fans? Stick with me, because I'm breaking it all down with the passion of a fan who bleeds purple. Reports are swirling like a Minnesota blizzard that the Vikings are in deep talks with both teams, and it's all pending that sweet NFL approval. This isn't just practice. It's a chance to see our squad sharpen their claws against top-tier competition before the real season kicks off. Let's get into it, Skull fam. Grab your horns, and let's ride this wave of Vikings hype together. The Patriots are first up on the docket, and oh man, this one's got some juice. Picture this. August rolls in and New England's rolling into Minnesota, led by none other than Mike Vrabel, the guy who's been a thorn in our side as a coach and a player. Vrabel's already hyped, telling the Boston Globe, "We'd love to go to Minnesota. And you won't believe why. Cheese curds." Yeah, you heard that right. This tough-as-nails coach is dreaming of some deep-fried Midwest goodness while his team battles ours. Back in 2023, when Vrabel was still with the Titans, he brought his squad to TCO for 2 joint practices before a preseason clash at US Bank Stadium. He loved it, the setup, the facility, the hotel just a short walk away, and he's got history with Kevin O'Connell and Brian Flores from their Patriots days in 2008. That connection's real, folks, and it's why Vrabel's itching to bring his new-look Pats here to test our mettle. Why is this a big deal for us Vikings fans? Because joint practices are where the real work happens. 2 days of controlled chaos, starters getting reps, and no meaningless preseason injuries. Last time Vrabel came to town, it was a grind fest that prepped us for the season. What do you think? Will our defense under B-Flow shut down the Pats? Or will Vrabel's crew get the upper hand? Drop your takes in the comments. Now, let's talk about the second team in this epic doubleheader, the Los Angeles Rams. If this gets locked in, we're looking at a rematch that's got my heart racing faster than a Justin Jefferson touchdown sprint. The Rams owned us last year, beat us twice, including a soul-crushing playoff blowout in the wild card round. Hosting them at TCO? That's not just practice. That's a chance for revenge. Baby, Kevin O'Connell and Sean McVay go way back. KO was McVay's offensive coordinator with the Rams before coming to Minnesota, and there's some friendly fire in that rivalry. Imagine O'Connell drawing up plays to outsmart his old mentor, with our offense going head-to-head against a Rams defense that's got some serious swagger. This isn't just about reps. It's about pride, proving we can hang with the team that knocked us out last season. Here's the kicker. Joint practices with the Rams could be the ultimate test for our squad. 2 sessions of high-octane football, no holding back, and a chance to see if our off-season moves have leveled us up. Are you feeling the hype yet, Skull Nation? Tell me in the comments, what's the one matchup you'd kill to see in these practices? Let's rewind a bit. Joint practices aren't new for the Vikings, and that's why this news hits different. In 2023, we hosted the Titans and the Cardinals at TCO, and in 2022, the 49ers came to town. Last year, we hit the road to mix it up with the Browns. Every time, it's been a goldmine. 2 days of live action, pads popping, and our starters getting real reps against real competition. Kevin O'Connell's a master at this. He almost never plays our big guns in the preseason, and I'm all for it. Why risk a freak injury to JJ or Aaron Jones in a meaningless game when you can get them 100 reps against a team like the Patriots or Rams in a controlled setting? In 2023, those Titans sessions showed us what our roster could do, and the Cardinals practices helped lock in our depth chart. The stats back it up too. Teams that lean into joint practices often come out sharper when the season starts. Look at the Rams under McVay. They've been doing this for years and won a Super Bowl with that prep. Are we building something special here, Vikings fans? I say yes. Let's hear your thoughts below. Picture the scene at TCO Performance Center. It's a crisp August morning. The sun's just peeking over the horizon, and the Patriots roll in, helmets gleaming. Mike Vrabel's barking orders, and our defense, led by Brian Flores, is ready to bring the heat. You've got Harrison Smith lurking in the secondary, Jonathan Greenwood rushing the edge. It's a clash of titans before the real season even begins. Over 2 days, we'd see drills 11 on 11s, and maybe even some trash talk because you know Vrabel's not coming here to play nice. He's got a chip on his shoulder after leaving Tennessee, and now with the Pats, he's building something new. Meanwhile, our offense gets to face a Patriots D that's hungry to prove itself under Vrabel's no-nonsense style. What's at stake? Bragging rights, sure, but also a chance to fine-tune our game plan. Will Sam Darnold, or whoever's under center, find his rhythm against New England's secondary? Can our O-line hold up? I'm on the edge of my seat just thinking about it. What about you, Skull fam? Fast forward a week or two, and the Rams pull up to TCO. This one's personal, folks. After last season's double whammy, we've got a score to settle. Sean McVay's strutting in with that Super Bowl swagger. But Kevin O'Connell's got the home field advantage and a playbook that knows McVay's tricks inside out. It's mentor versus student, and the tension's thick enough to cut with a Viking axe. Day 1. Our defense squares off against a Rams offense that torched us in the playoffs. Can Flores dial up the pressure to rattle their QB? Day 2. Our offense gets a shot at redemption. JJ streaking downfield, Aaron Jones breaking tackles, all against a Rams D that's got some bite. These sessions could be the spark we need to flip the script in 2025. Think about it, 2 days of live reps against a team that's had our number. It's not just practice, it's a statement. Are we ready to show the Rams we're not the same team they steamrolled? I need your predictions in the comments, Vikings fans. Let's get this debate rolling. Here's where it gets real. Joint practices are Kevin O'Connell's secret weapon. Since he took over, he's turned these sessions into a proving ground. 34-17 in the regular season over 3 years ain't no fluke. Folks, KO's all about maximizing reps in a safe, smart way, and it's why our starters always look crisp when September hits. Take 2023 as proof. Those Titans and Cardinals practices gave us a sneak peek at our potential. We didn't just survive. We thrived, rolling into the season with a 14-3 record before the playoffs tripped us up. The 49ers sessions in 2022? Same deal. Our offense found its groove against a top defense, and it paid off big time. So what's the payoff this year? Facing Vrabel's gritty Pats and McVay's flashy Rams could be the edge we need to take that next step. Playoffs are great, but we want that Lombardi, right? Tell me, Skull Nation, how far can these practices push us in 2025? Let's zoom in on the Patriots angle. Mike Vrabel's no stranger to Minnesota. Beyond those 2023 Titans practices, he's got roots with O'Connell and Flores from their Patriots days. In 2008, Vrabel was a linebacker beast, KO was a rookie QB, and B-Flow was cutting his teeth as an assistant. That's a bond forged in Foxborough fire, and it's coming full circle at TCO. Vrabel's not just here for cheese curds. He called our facility beautiful and loves the setup. Hotel nearby, top-notch fields, and a chance to work with coaches he respects. That's a recipe for some serious football. He's got a Patriots team looking to rebound after back-to-back 4-13 seasons, and we're the perfect sparring partner. For us fans, it's a chance to see our squad match wits with a coach who's won 3 Super Bowls as a player and knows how to grind out wins. Will our D-line dominate their O-line? Can our receivers torch their secondary? I'm dying to find out. What's your gut telling you? Now, the Rams side of this story, it's a revenge tour waiting to happen. Last season, they beat us 30-20 in the regular season and then humiliated us 42-21 in the playoffs. That stings, Vikings fans, and hosting them at TCO is our shot to flip the narrative. Kevin O'Connell's got McVay's number in his playbook, and you know he's itching to prove it. These practices would pit our retooled roster against a Rams team that's still got stars like Cooper Kupp and a defense that knows how to swarm. 2 days of battles, our secondary versus their receivers, our running game versus their front seven. It's the kind of test that shows us where we really stand. Imagine the headlines if we come out on top in those sessions. Vikings send Rams packing. It's not a game, but it's a message. Are you ready to see us take it to McVay's crew, Skull fam? Hit me with your boldest predictions below. Let's talk logistics. How do these joint practices actually work? Historically, it's 2 days of action-packed sessions, usually midweek, with a day off before the weekend's preseason game. Day 1's about settling in drills, 7 on 7s, some light 11 on 11. Day 2? That's when it gets spicy. Full team reps, goal line stands, and red zone battles that feel like the real deal. For the Vikings, it's a chance to rack up reps without the chaos of a live game. In 2023, we got over 200 snaps across those Titans and Cardinals sessions. Starters like Kirk Cousins back then, and Danielle Hunter got real work without risking injury. Same deal in 2022 with the 49ers. Our O-line got battle-tested against Nick Bosa and crew. This year, with the Pats and Rams, we could see 400-plus reps total. That's gold for a team tweaking its roster and playbook. What do you think KO's cooking up for these matchups? Fans? Drop your guesses in the comments. I'm all ears. The NFL's got the final say, and that's the cliffhanger here. As of right now, March 31st, 2025, 10:13 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. This is all pending approval. The league's got to sign off on travel, schedules, and logistics, and until they do, we're holding our breath. But the buzz is real. Reports from Vikings insiders and ex-posts from fans are lighting up with excitement. Why the wait? The NFL's juggling 32 teams, and joint practices are a hot commodity. 27 franchises did them in 2023 alone. The Vikings hosting 2 teams would be a flex, showing TCO's one of the best spots in the league. Vrabel's already sold, and McVay's connection with KO makes this a no-brainer. So where do we stand? If this gets the thumbs up, August is going to be lit. 2 mini training camps right in our backyard. Are you crossing your fingers with me, Skull Nation? Let's flood the comments with some purple positivity. Let's dream big for a sec. What could these practices mean for our season? Facing the Pats gives us a gritty, physical test, think Vrabel's old Titans teams, but with a Patriots twist. If our offense can move the ball and our D can stonewall them, we're talking serious momentum heading into September. Then there's the Rams, a high-flying, playoff-caliber squad. Beating up on them in practice could flip our mental switch from, they own us, to we've got this. Last year's 14-3 regular season was awesome, but the playoff flops hurt. Joint practices like these could be the edge we need to finally break through. Picture this. Week 1 rolls around, and we're sharper, tougher, more dialed in than ever. Could this be the year we hoist that trophy? I'm getting chills just thinking about it. What's your dream scenario, Vikings fans? Time to geek out on the details. Why TCO Performance Center? It's a state-of-the-art gem, folks. For practice fields, a 6,000-seat stadium, and a vibe that screams elite football. Vrabel's not wrong. It's beautiful, and the hotel setup makes it a perfect spot for visiting teams. No wonder we've hosted joint practices 3 years running. The Vikings built this place in 2018, and it's been a game-changer. Over 90% of players say it's one of the best facilities in the NFL, per league surveys. It's not just about the turf. It's the film rooms, the recovery tech, the whole vibe that says, we're serious about winning. Hosting the Pats and Rams here? That's a flex on the league. For us fans, it's a chance to sneak a peek. Some sessions might be open to the public like in past years. Who's down for a road trip to Egan? Let me know if you'd go watch. Maybe we'll spot each other in the stands. Let's wrap this up with a fan's heart on full display. These joint practices aren't just drills. They're a glimpse into our soul as a team. The Vikings have been so close, 13 wins in 2022, 14 in 2024. And yet, the playoff demons keep haunting us. Facing Vrabel's Pats and McVay's Rams at TCO could be the forge that tempers our steel for 2025. I'm pumped imagining JJ torching defenses, our D-line eating QBs alive, and KO outsmarting 2 of the best in the biz. It's not about preseason glory. It's about building a squad that's ready to run through walls when it counts. Skull Nation, are we on the cusp of something legendary here? One last question. If we dominate these practices, does it mean we're Super Bowl bound? I say hell yes. Prove me wrong in the comments. Let's keep this fire alive. Fam. Alright, Vikings faithful. That's the scoop. Joint practices with the Patriots and Rams could turn our summer into a purple party at TCO. I'm fired up, and I know you are too. This is Minnesota Vikings news at its finest. Raw, real, and straight from the heart of a fan who lives for this team. Hit that like button if you're as stoked as I am, and drop your hottest takes in the comments. Will we crush it or what? Subscribe if you haven't already. Don't miss a single update as we chase that Super Bowl dream. Share this with your Skol crew, because we're stronger together. Skol Vikings. Let's make some noise, fam. See you in the next one.